John Featherstone tribute speech. Have you ever gone to listen to a speaker and what they say really influenced you to make a difference in the world? Martin Luther King is considered to be one of the most influential people throughout American history. Martin Luther King was born on January 5th, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, into a family of five. When Martin was young, he was a very smart individual. He skipped ninth and 11th grade, and he graduated school by the age of 15. After graduating high school, he attended three colleges: Morehouse College in Atlanta, Crozer Theological Seminary, and Boston University. He graduated all three of these colleges by the age of 25. After graduating from these colleges, he went on to do many inspiring accomplishments that not a lot of African American men could do at the time. He went on to receive a Nobel Peace Prize, help end segregation in the United States, and wrote one of the most memorable speeches of all time, "I Have a Dream." Martin Luther King Jr.'s most astonishing accomplishment was that he received a Nobel Peace Prize in 1964, just 4 years before he was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. The Nobel Peace Prize is an award given to 97 people in the last 130 years. A Nobel Peace Prize is an award given to someone who has done the most dedicated work in either physics, chemistry, physiology, medicine, and literature in the past year. At the time, the main reason he won this award is because of his hard work and dedication to help end segregation and help the United States to not treat blacks as if they were better than them. The average age that someone wins the Nobel Peace Prize is 62 years old. At the time, Martin won the award at the young age of 35. That's 27 years younger than the average recipient. During his speech, he said, "Sooner or later, all the people in the world will have to discover a way to live in peace." This quote stated by him shows that what he truly believed in and what he was truly trying to fight for. 200 years before the Civil War existed, slavery took part in the South. The Civil War then took place, abolishing slavery in the United States for good. After that, you would assume things would turn out better for African Americans. Sadly, things did not go the way that they were hoping for. After the Civil War, a time period occurred called segregation played a huge role in American history, especially in the South part of the United States. According to dictionary.com, segregation is the separation of humans into ethical or racial groups on a daily basis. Segregation played a major role in the 1900s and was supported by the police and the court because whites and blacks would have everything separated. For example, blacks had dirtier water fountains and bathrooms, theaters, taverns, buses, and a lot of public places. Another famous person during the time was Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was a 15-year-old girl who was on a bus and sat in the front of the bus. At the time, whites sat in the front of the bus, while blacks always sat in the back. Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus, and it became a huge historical event in history. She was arrested and fined for her crime. This event was later called the Montgomery Bus Boycott. When Martin Luther King Jr. was campaigning during the civil rights movement, one of the things that he focused on was Rosa Parks and her bus incident. This boycott was a 13-month protest, and the court later decided that there can no longer be any segregation on the buses. On August 28, 1963, history was made because one of the most famous speeches of all time was said in Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. by Martin Luther King Jr. In the speech, he tells over 250,000 people what his plan or dream is of America and how he wants it to change. His most famous line in the speech was about his children. He states, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." When he was saying his speech, one of the things that he really stood out to me is that during his speech he did not say what he intended to say in his speech, but he told people what he really felt from his heart. On April 24, 1972, something very tragic happened to Martin. Martin Luther King was on the second floor balcony of the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee, and he was shot and killed. At the time, the alleged shooter was named James Earl Ray. He was planning his assassination since the beginning of 1968. He later confessed that he was the one who shot and killed Martin on that day. Thank you for listening to my speech.